Hey Jungkook fans, what would you do if your bias suddenly reposted you out of nowhere? Would you scream, cry, or completely lose your mind? Because that is exactly what happened in a viral moment no one saw coming, when Jungkook unexpectedly noticed a Miss Universe beauty and triggered a reaction that has fans all over the internet talking. But what made this simple repost become such an emotional and unforgettable story, and why are ARMY calling it every fan's dream come true? Stay with us, because this unexpected Jungkook moment might be even bigger than it first seemed. There are fan moments, and then there are moments so unexpected they feel almost unreal. This is one of them. No one saw this coming, and that is exactly why the internet cannot stop talking about it. What began as a seemingly ordinary social media post suddenly turned into one of the most talked about Jungkook interactions fans have witnessed recently. A rising Miss Universe beauty, Hana Kim, found herself at the center of a viral storm after something completely unexpected happened. Jungkook noticed her, and not in a small way. He reposted her reel. Just that single move, simple, spontaneous, effortless, sent shockwaves through fans online. Because ARMY knows, when Jungkook shares something, it means he saw it, he liked it, and in that brief moment, he chose to acknowledge it. For Hana Kim, it was clearly more than a repost. It was a surreal fan dream unfolding in real time. Her reactions quickly started drawing attention as she openly shared just how overwhelmed she felt. The emotions seemed impossible to contain. Excitement, disbelief, pure panic in the best way possible. She described her heart racing. She said she could barely breathe. And honestly, fans understood exactly why. Because imagine your favorite idol, your bias, the artist you admire, suddenly sharing your content with the world. It is the kind of thing most fans only imagine. But for Hana Kim, it became reality. And what made the moment even more unforgettable was how genuine her response felt. There was no polished celebrity reaction, no attempt to look composed, just raw fangirl energy exploding in public. That made the moment even more relatable. Because whether someone is a global beauty queen or an ordinary fan, Jungkook has this rare ability to make people react the exact same way. Completely speechless, completely emotional, completely undone. Fans immediately began calling it one of the cutest celebrity fan interactions they've seen in a long time. Some were joking that Hana Kim was living every ARMY's dream. Others said her reaction was literally all of us if Jungkook ever noticed our posts. And honestly, they may be right. But what makes this moment even more fascinating is what it says about Jungkook. Because this wasn't a staged collaboration, not a planned celebrity crossover, not some promotional move. It felt organic, unexpected, personal. And those are often the moments fans treasure most. Jungkook has always had this unpredictable side, showing up when nobody expects it, turning ordinary online moments into headlines without even trying. And somehow, this became another example. One repost, one reaction, one viral moment, and suddenly the internet is talking. Some fans believe this moment reveals how closely Jungkook still pays attention to content shared about him, how naturally he connects with people, even through something as simple as a reel. Others are focused on Hana Kim's emotional response, saying her honesty made the entire interaction 10 times sweeter. Because she didn't react like a celebrity trying to stay cool, she reacted like a true fan. And maybe that's why people can't stop replaying this story. There's something almost cinematic about it. A Miss Universe beauty posting a reel. Jungkook unexpectedly sees it. He reposts it, and she spirals into total disbelief. It sounds like something scripted for a fan fantasy, except it actually happened. And fans noticed another detail that made this even bigger: Hana Kim reportedly tagging friends and sharing multiple reactions afterward, almost as if she needed everyone around her to confirm this wasn't a dream. That detail made the story feel even more human. Because who wouldn't immediately message their friends if Jungkook reposted them? Who wouldn't scream? Who wouldn't panic? Who wouldn't lose their mind just a little? Exactly. That is why this became more than a repost. It became a viral fan moment. And maybe even one of those little unexpected Jungkook stories people will remember for a long time. Because these are the moments that build his legend beyond music. Not just performances, not just records, but spontaneous moments that remind people why he captures hearts so easily, without trying, without forcing anything, just by being Jungkook. And fans are especially obsessed with how effortlessly he can create headlines through the smallest actions. Others need grand gestures to trend. Jungkook can repost something and suddenly social media explodes. That power is rare. And this moment proved it again. Now many fans are saying Hana Kim experienced what millions of ARMY have imagined for years, being personally noticed by Jungkook. And seeing someone actually live that dream in real time, it hit differently. It made fans emotional, excited, even jealous in the funniest way. Because deep down, everyone was thinking the same thing. What if that were me? What if Jungkook reposted my post? What if one random day my phone lit up and my bias had noticed me? That fantasy is what made this story spread so fast. It wasn't just about Hana Kim anymore. It became every fan's fantasy wrapped into one viral moment. And maybe that's why people keep talking about it. Because it felt magical in a way only unexpected Jungkook moments can. No warning, no build-up, just one surprising interaction, and the internet melts down. But the story didn't stop there, because as the buzz kept growing, fans began looking even deeper into why this moment felt so special. It wasn't simply because a celebrity reacted to another celebrity. It was because the energy felt so genuine, almost untouched by the usual polished world of social media. In a digital space where many interactions can feel calculated, this one felt spontaneous, real, and rare. That alone made it powerful. Some fans even pointed out how this moment once again showed Jungkook's unpredictable charm, the way he can quietly do something small and somehow create a global conversation overnight. That has always been part of his mystique. He doesn't force moments. He creates them naturally, and somehow those moments always seem to hit harder. For many, this wasn't just Hana Kim going viral. It was another reminder of Jungkook's cultural impact. Because think about it. One repost triggered emotional reactions, fan discussions, viral clips, and endless headlines. That isn't ordinary influence. That is presence. And fans noticed something else too. Hana Kim calling Jungkook her favorite bias made the story even sweeter, because it revealed she wasn't reacting as a public figure first. She was reacting as a fan. That blurred the line between celebrity and fandom in such a beautiful way. For a moment, titles disappeared. Miss Universe, global superstar, none of that seemed to matter. It was just a girl shocked her favorite idol noticed her. And that simplicity made the moment feel unforgettable. Some fans even joked this felt like a K-drama scene happening in real life. The unexpected notice, the disbelief, the emotional spiral, it had all the ingredients. And maybe that's why so many people keep replaying it in their minds. Because it carried emotion, and emotion is what makes moments last. There's also growing curiosity about whether this interaction could lead to even more attention in the future, because fans know with Jungkook, unexpected things have a way of becoming bigger stories. What starts as one repost can turn into a fandom-wide phenomenon, and we've seen that happen before. That's why so many people are still talking, still reacting, still celebrating this tiny but unforgettable moment. Because in a world overflowing with content, very few interactions feel this naturally iconic, but this one did. And perhaps the most beautiful part of all is how a single unexpected Jungkook gesture turned into a memory Hana Kim will probably never forget. A story she'll likely tell for years. The day her bias noticed her. The day her heart raced. The day the impossible suddenly felt real. And maybe that is what makes Jungkook moments different. They don't just trend. They stay with people. Long after the repost, long after the headlines, long after the viral excitement fades, the feeling remains. And that is what made this moment truly special. But even beyond the emotional reaction, another question began to circulate among fans. What does it really say about Jungkook that even the smallest action can carry this much meaning? Because this wasn't a performance, not a concert, not a major announcement, just a repost. And yet, it created waves across the internet. That kind of influence isn't something that can be planned. It's something that exists naturally. Something built over time. And moments like this only reinforce it. Some fans even described it as a reminder of why Jungkook continues to stand out in such a crowded industry. Not just because of talent, but because of presence. Because of connection. Because of the way he can turn something simple into something unforgettable. And then there's Hana Kim's reaction still being talked about, still being shared, still making people smile. Because it captured something real, something human, something every fan understands without needing an explanation. That instant where reality doesn't quite feel real, where your heart races faster than you expect, where you question if what just happened actually happened. That feeling is rare, and somehow this moment captured it perfectly. Fans also began revisiting similar unexpected Jungkook moments, connecting them together as part of a larger pattern, a pattern where he appears out of nowhere and creates memories people hold on to. And maybe that's why this moment feels bigger than it should, because it's not just one interaction, it's part of something larger, a reminder that at any moment, without warning, Jungkook can appear, notice something, and completely change someone's day, or even their life. And that idea alone keeps fans watching closely, waiting, hoping, because if it happened once, it could happen again. And maybe that's the real reason this story spread so far, so fast. Not just because it was surprising, but because it made something feel possible, something fans dream about, something that usually stays in imagination, until one day, it doesn't. No one saw this coming, but now, no one can look away. And somewhere out there, countless fans are thinking the same thing. Maybe next time, it could be me. What do you think about this unforgettable viral moment between Jungkook and Hana Kim, and how would you react if Jungkook suddenly reposted you? Let us know in the comments below because we want to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this exclusive Jungkook story, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Jungkook fans, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the latest updates, viral moments, and breaking news about Jungkook. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.